This week on Just Cooking, we're talking fish and seafood. And so I've trundled over the world-famous Chapman's Peak to this picturesque seaside village. I find it completely astounding that as a country bordered on two sides by ocean, that we just don't seem to cook any fish at home for our families, which is exactly why I've got the incredibly sexy and very French chef, Franck Dangereux, who lives in Noordhoek and knows a thing or two about fish. So, hi.
Hello, can I give you a kiss?
Oh, I get a French kiss too. Today, Franck is showing me how to transform Kingklip into a culinary masterpiece by adding a herb crust and a fresh tomato butter sauce. To make it, he's going to need Kingklip pieces, some crusty white bread, parsley, basil, and orange and lemon peel, some butter, chilli, and salt and pepper. And then the simple sauce is made with butter, tomatoes, lemon, and fresh coriander.
What we're going to do to start is we want to do the crust. So, first slice I'm going to leave, and I'm going to use 2 slices of bread.
Now you're using quite sexy bread, hey? Not ordinary old bog standard bread.
If you have to, you can, but I mean, it's always better to have something with a bit more texture.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the bread. So maybe what we can do is we can put it in that bowl for now, and then we need to chop some herbs.
Okay, I'll just shove that in there.
So I'm going to start with a bit of basil and a little bit of parsley.
Perfect.
And then can you do the lemon for me and the orange?
Tell me a bit about, do you always cook in this kitchen?
You know, so this kitchen I'm very familiar with because, first of all, it's 3 houses down from my house.
It's a good enough reason to be familiar with it, yeah.
And then secondly, it's Nikki's kitchen. Nikki's my good friend. Obviously, she's my neighbor. And we've cooked together here for a long time. And now she runs a little private dining affair here.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
So put the herbs in there.
Okay.
I normally put a little pinch of salt at that point as well. And then before I add the butter, I'm just going to give this a little... I forgot the chili.
Okay, well, pop some chili in. No one's judging, darling, I can assure you.
Chili chopped, but not too chopped. And I also never remove the seeds.
Oh, don't you? So
No.
if you're going to use it, you want it to taste like chili?
I want it to burn. I want it, never remove the seeds.
How fine are we getting this here? Like,
Yes, it needs to be slightly coarse, but you know, not fine like normal breadcrumbs.
okay.
That's
so
why you start.
Bit of a chunky, right.
That's why we start with, sliced bread.
Oh, it's got a beautiful colour.
I know, it's gorgeous. And the herb immediately. So we need to put that in a bowl, and then can you pass me the butter? We're going to add some butter to
Okay,
this.
cool. Right, let's do this. And just tell me something. So the food barn, how long has the food barn been operational in Noordhoek?
10 years.
Good Lord, really?
Yeah,
a whole
can you believe
decade?
it? Yeah, a decade.
You know, I mean, who's surprised? In Noordhoek, it's so beautiful here, I've got to say.
So you can't go wrong here, girl. Bread, herbs, citrus, butter.
Would you or could you use olive oil instead of the butter?
You could.
You could?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just going to get your fish for you because, you're going to need it. So now, how hysterical are you about all things sustainable? Because I tend to be completely hysterical.
No, we are hysterical. It's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
It's a big deal. So Kingklip at the moment is on the green list.
And I think that's actually something that we should all be aware of because basically, fish comes on and off of lists.
Never
so you
doesn't
need to be constantly going onto that sassy website to just check what's going on. If there's any doubt, just don't eat it.
If any doubt, refrain. Okay, so we're going to season that fish. I mean, maybe you can use that again. It's a nice little tray.
Yeah.
So just salt and pepper on here. Okay, so the fish is seasoned. I'm just going to put a bit of pepper. Will you put a bit of oil in the pan, please? Both sides.
More oil, less oil, darling? I
A
don't
little
want
bit more, yeah. You must...
be friendly and liberal.
While the oil is heating up,
Yeah.
we need to blanch those tomatoes.
You want to pop them in a pot, a bowl, or what do you want?
I'd like to remove the cores of them,
Yeah.
just so that it makes your
Getting
life a
this
little bit
crisp.
easier. And then I cut a little cross on top. So basically, what we're doing is we're actually essentially burning them on the outside. It's like when you burn yourself, you're
Which
just...
I try and avoid, but
I'm
yeah, I've
trying
got
to
it.
avoid- But you know what happens is your skin peels.
Yes.
So it's exactly the same with the tomatoes. And normally it's quite a thing in cooking books and restaurants. They tell you to put a pot on the stove and
Yeah.
put the tomatoes in there, take them out. Now all you do is the other way around. You put them in a bowl, pour the hot water
Pour the hot water over.
till they're completely covered.
Right.
And then we replace the hot water with cold water. And then
So
we can
that it
peel
sort
them.
of shrinks.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm going to start with the fish. Will you just
Just
substitute the hot water for cold
cold
water?
water. Okay, cool. Right. And then, Franck, can I just peel these for you?
Yes, please. This is a tray that's been lined with foil that we're going to use to put the fish
So
in
what
the
kind
oven.
of temperature are you going to cook the fish at? Hot, eh? I
Yeah,
mean,
you must put your oven on 240. Okay, so I'm setting the fish.
I think that's the other nice thing about Kingklip. It doesn't tend to fall apart. Sometimes take can be a bit mushy, and
Yep.
then it sort of doesn't stay together quite so well.
Okay, so you still have your water, your salad bowl, because
Yes.
we're going to have to remove the pit.
Aha.
So I'm halving those tomatoes. And what you do is you put your hands in there, and you actually remove the pit completely just by shaking it like that.
That's a very nice way of doing it. I've never, okay. Doing something new every day, huh? Right, got that.
Okay, fish is going good. Then I'm going to start chopping these guys.
So what do you think about wood-fired oven with fish? What's your stance on that?
If you get a whole fish, skin on, that you gutted, and you can put some lovely fennel and
Then
lemon slice inside there,
bit
put it on
easier.
tray and then put it in there with lots of flames. As long as you rest it.
I think that actually is important because it's the kind of thing you don't think about. You think your big piece of steak or your roast
Yeah.
lamb, but you don't think about fish. And I suppose any protein, once it's cooked and its muscle is sort of, you know, you need to give it a break to sort of relax.
Okay, so let's just put that on. So basically you just place some crust. And it doesn't matter if it falls on the tray, because what I normally do, we're going to pick it up. There'll be natural juices on that tray, and then that ends up on the plate.
On the plate anyway, so waste not, want not. I've got you.
Okay, and then that can go in the oven, Justine.
Here we go. So
Right.
that's sort of 10 minutes-ish.
8 to 10 minutes, depending on the thickness of the fish.
Okay.
We can do the sauce in the meantime.
Pan on.
Pan on, please.
Right. I'm terribly good at this pan on, pan off. I'm going to be a sous chef in my next life.
We need to squeeze that, the juice of that
Yeah,
lemon.
Yeah, I've got one of those thingy-ma-bombs.
And then I'm going to chop a bit of coriander. I love cooking with herbs. And I never chop them very far. I don't know if you noticed. I actually just give them one little chop.
Yeah, me too.
I like to get the flavor from
And
it.
what's a tooth of that little green bit between it?
Exactly.
I mean, really.
And it's like
You
an
want-
incomplete smile.
Exactly. More?
I know, we'll see.
Oh, see when you
Let's
get
just
there.
see how we go.
All right, no stress.
Okay, so really the sauce is simple. When the butter is melted, we're going to just put the tomatoes in. The butter is not melted yet.
So the thing about being cooking, a little bit of patience is necessary, huh?
Yeah.
Although you're cooking with 15 different pans. isn't
Just
it?
enough time to pour a glass of wine, really.
Man after my own heart. Yeah.
You don't cook it for long. It just needs to kind of melt a little bit.
Now, do your kids cook?
No, they're passionate about eating, but I also was. The reason why I started to cook is because I was passionate about eating. That was my thing.
You started.
So I did, and then no one would do it for me that much, so I had to do it myself.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think we all started that way. And your wife, does she get a look in?
She gets a look, and she doesn't cook much either, although she does a mean curry and a roast chicken, I have
Okay,
to say.
that's important.
Yes, but otherwise I pretty much do the cooking. Coriander went in, your lemon juice,
Beautiful.
and then the fish should be ready, Justine.
Okay, all right, let me. Yeah, you see, it really does help you do that combo of pan frying. Okay.
I'm going to put it here.
Okay.
Look at that, look at those colors, man. So you can do the squeeze test to see if the texture feels right.
Right, excellent. I'm glad we're on the right page. Let's go aside.
And then we're going to plate that little guy on this beautiful blue plate. Oh,
They're
this.
little clovers.
Yeah, so this is clovers from the garden, yellow flowers in spring.
Yes,
that
yes,
you can,
sirkis.
yes, that you,
That you-
as kids,
yeah,
you suck
lovely.
them. I love them, I use them a lot. So I think we'll just sprinkle a few on the plate. So the idea is you just take one portion of fish,
They just do it differently, don't they, chef?
put that on the plate,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the sauce.
bit of that
Right.
sauce.
Your hand not burning?
No, I can handle.
My goodness gracious alive.
So it's really like a simple, and then just a bit of, what do you call it, sirkis?
Sirkis, yeah.
Such
Or
a
wild
cute-
sorrel, I think it
Such
is.
a cute little name. And if you really want to do like a chefy thing, you put a little swirl of olive oil in there.
No. I think we've
You
got
like
it.
it
I
like
think
that?
it's beautiful. Just like you, darling. You're a genius.
Mwah.
Thank you. Thank you.
like
Thank you. Now you have it from the Frenchman's mouth.
I just adore this dish. Look at it. It looks absolutely magnificent. Enjoy.